Hello there, Kivanc. Sorry for the delay. Usually we are running and doing turnarounds a lot faster than this. Problem is a lot of students just send all their essays in at once. It's kind of strange. It doesn't usually happen, but this is why I'm jumping in to help out. So anyway, let's have a look at your work. First of all, it's great that you're taking action and that you're getting feedback and writing your essays. That's genius. Let's move on. Although increased fuel prices are thought as a perfect solution to eliminate environment, thought of as a perfect solution to eliminate environmental issues by some. In my opinion, I think it would be a reason for many other economical and social conditions. Okay, so the best way to phrase this to avoid ambiguity is, I think, in my opinion, I think it, you could even just say would have many severe economical and social implications. Yeah, because at the moment it's a bit unclear what you're saying. Although increased fuel prices are thought as a perfect solution to eliminate environmental issues, we don't need by some there, okay? Because it just kind of it gets in the way of what you want to say. The environmental issues by some people, are those the people creating the environmental issues? You see what I mean? It gets in the way, so just eliminate it unless it's essential. The increased fuel prices are thought of as a perfect solution. Thought of as a perfect solution to eliminate environmental issues. In my opinion, I think it would be a good reason for other economical and social reasons. It would be a good, what could we say, a good development for other economical and social reasons. Yeah, that's probably another way we could say it to avoid ambiguity and to avoid the confusion. First of all, after the Industrial Revolution, mankind became more and more reliant, ever more reliant on fuel, and regarding that fuel has a major role in governments' economies. And regarding that fuel, okay, so we're adding an additional point here. We need to finish it. And regarding, this is the clutch here, clutch of the issue, of the sentence, and regarding that fuel has a major role in governments' economies, something. It needs to be sorted. And regarding that fuel has a major role in governments' economies, its importance shouldn't be overlooked or whatever. But we need to finish the clause we've started with regarding. Making drastic price increases on this precious source would directly impact many individuals' lives, or would have a direct impact, or would directly have an impact on, okay? For instance, companies need to transport and provide their goods to their consumers. As a result of increased gas bills, those goods' values will climb up and be difficult to purchase for many people. No, the value wouldn't increase, their prices would increase. The prices of those goods will climb. Climb is sufficient, we don't need climb up. Will climb, or will increase is probably more accurate, and they would be difficult to purchase for many people, especially for those whose earnings are under the poverty limit. Under these circumstances, because we've just mentioned it, the cost of living would increase, and living under the same condition level would decrease. Okay, so just delete that. We've kind of said what we needed to say, yeah? And that's not adding that much to the sentence, so just delete that, yeah? Okay, so we've got some good vocabulary, but there's a lot of grammatical mistakes here that are getting in the way of the clarity of the communication. And we've got to be aware that this is an English exam, a language exam, and the purpose of language is to communicate. So we really need to improve the grammar. What we do with the students who've bought the essay packs or the online course is that we say, okay, make a list of all these mistakes that you've made. Make a list of all the suggestions we've given you. Add these to your error list. And then the next essay you write for us, self-check it for mistakes you've made previously. And this way you'll see a big improvement. Also on that error list, you need to research online the grammar mistakes and the grammar rules, and then do online quizzes. And this way you can improve the quality of your writing. And also, I think in your case, it is a case of a language issue rather than an exam issue. Secondly, raised oil prices or increased oil prices would impact negatively, would negatively impact private transportation channels in metropolitan cities such as taxis. Okay, because we didn't put an article there, so we have to make it plural, such as taxis, Ubers, and so on. Okay, capital letter for brand names. In other words, this would be a major reason for those people to quit from this sector. According to that, no. We could just say, furthermore, employment rates would go up, unemployment rates would go up, and people would start looking for new jobs. Thirdly, because of boosted fuel, more expensive, we don't need, boosted is the wrong word there, because of more expensive fuel fees, public transportation would infect, is the wrong word, from it at the first place. Would be impacted, maybe? I don't really know. That needs to be completely rephrased. Thus, this scenario would create a significant, a serious pressure on local governments' shoulders to deal with transportation prices. Okay? So you can see wrong vocabulary, wrong terms, and sometimes wrong structures. Also, there's opportunity to improve the vocabulary, yeah, and upgrade it from basic words such as big to major or significant or important or serious. Yeah, but the biggest issue is the grammar and the word choice, and all of this, the grammar, word choice, can be improved, can be corrected with a lot of self-study from you, knowing what mistakes you're making, and online quizzes, and also with us guiding you as to where you need to improve, with more feedback, of course. In conclusion, while the high cost of fuel seems like a solution for environmental problems, it is able to trigger many other difficulties for all of us. The necessary steps must be taken to minimize this issue in light of strong feasibility plans. There was nothing, it wasn't mentioned before. So there was nothing mentioned before about feasibility plans, okay? And now we've just added it onto the end in the conclusion. So be careful about making mistakes like that. Also, as I just said, the grammar needs to be really improved if you're looking to score a 7 or higher. Let's move on to task 1. Okay, so let's see what the problem is. The cause of the problem suggests an improvement for public transportation. Dear Mr. Nuttall, I would like to bring one of my concerns to your attention regarding the City of Barry's public transportation system. Okay? Firstly, I should admit that Barry Public Transport has been working vigorously. Okay. Although all the company drivers putting an excellent effort to their job, put an excellent effort, okay, so although the company drivers put excellent effort into their job, they are never able to be on time. Okay, so we've said it once. They're never able to be on time. That means that they are behind on their schedules. So we either say they are always behind on their schedules, or we say they are never on time. We do not need to say it twice. Okay, this goes back to redundancy. Not only does this cost a great number of time, a great amount of time, but it also makes this service unreliable to use. Okay, one of the major issues is that the bus service routes are old and they have not been updated according to the new city plan. Thus buses spend a lot of time travelling in the old city instead of the recently developed crowded areas. Full stop. Or recently developed and crowded areas. Full stop. Good. Due to this fact, if those routes could be updated according to the city development plan, our public transport system would be more reliable and preferable, would be more reliable and popular with our citizens. Also, the number of buses or service routes could be increased to provide a more punctual service. Thank you in advance for your time and consideration in this matter. Perfect. Good work there. Should you require further information, please do not hesitate to contact me on the provided email address below. Yours faithfully, Kivanc. Okay, good work there. So we've got some excellent sentences like this. Should you require further information, thank you for your time and consideration. That's perfect. But we've still got a lot of work to do with the grammar. One tip that I think would definitely benefit you would be to put all of this into Google Docs, and you could improve a lot just by yourself with Google Docs. Let me demonstrate. You see, and Google is going to give you some of the corrections that you can do, which will help you a lot. Okay? Oops, it is it. So what I suggest you do, Kivanc, to progress further, we would like to work with you. This essay correction might sound a bit harsh, but I would rather be harsh and honest with you and see you improve than mollycoddle you and just say lots of kind words. So I hope you appreciate my honesty in this. So what we say now to all the students is that we would like to see you on the online course because we think it will benefit you considerably. Also, if you join us in the next 24 hours, we can upgrade you for free. So we'll upgrade you and include the speaking confidence and the reading course. And if you join us in the next 24 hours, we'll give you 10 essay corrections instead of the normal 8. Okay, so you can have a look at that. It'll be great if you do join us. I think you benefit considerably. And we'd love to help you get to your desired band score. Okay? Have a great day and keep on improving and keep writing the essays. All the best.